It's the Kyle&Jackie show this morning here at Kiss FM. One of our favourite musos. We love Troye Sivan. I've been talking about Troye and every bit of gossip that comes up and bits and pieces of shit that he says. We're very thrilled to have him on the show. Troye, g'day, bro.
Hey,
Thanks for coming back.
Troye.
G'day, guys.
So good to
Thanks for
see
having
you.
me. Thank you. Nice to see you too.
Does it feel like home when you come back? Like,
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. Yeah. And your microphone, sorry, is distracting to me.
I know,
it's so beautiful.
Quite sparkly, isn't
Wow,
it? Yeah, I know.
Isn't it? See, when I come back to Australia, what I notice the most, I don't know about you, Troye, is how beautiful and green everything is and how blue the water is, and we've got a lot of trees.
Yeah.
I know everywhere's got trees, but it just feels like we're really lush here.
No, the first thing I noticed as well is how clear the air is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're LA, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's,
so there's just the smog, that sort of like weird white grey that's on
Yeah.
everything is
Yeah.
just not here.
Isn't that weed residue from Snoop's joint? All that.
Oh, yeah, probably, right?
100%.
But there's always been that smog in LA. But no matter where you can go to London, you got that grey vibe.
Yeah.
Everywhere's got their greatness and their dud shit. But you're right. Here we've got some of the cleanest air in the world here. It's like when you look at the CNN map where it says air quality around, you see poor old India's on an 8 and we're on a 1 here in Australia.
Yeah.
And you think, Jesus,
Oh,
we're
that's
just
good.
so lucky.
Yeah. So how long are you in town for?
I'm here, I was in Melbourne for like 10 days and then I'm in Sydney now for like 5 days.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And do you have like a bunch of people that want to catch up with you when you do come home?
I do, yeah. I mean, I want to catch up with them as well.
Yeah.
So it's hard because, I'm
Working
trying
as
to,
well.
Yeah, balance work and like see friends that I've known since I was like 2 and also hang out with my family and, go out and like party a bit and, all
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Well, then there's the recovery, you party, then you got to recover, and then you miss out on seeing Auntie such and such, and then they all roll into one.
Priorities, right? How do you decide? Yeah.
And by the way, we've got to say, he's got the new album, Something to Give Each Other. That's out October 13.
Yeah.
You can pre-order now. And we love Youth, Bloom, My, Wild, I'm So Tired, every song. I was only shocked the other day to find out what Bloom meant. Here I am, grown man, straight man, married, just got a new child, and I'm singing the Bloom song.
Yeah.
And
we
Brooklyn
all had
told
to
me.
explain it
Yeah.
to Kyle.
Did you?
Well,
Brooklyn told
Thank
me it was
you
an
for
arse
taking that bullet
vase.
for me so that I didn't have
Yeah.
to.
You don't have to do it right
but
now.
I think you had done an interview, Troye, where you were saying everyone thought it was meant that you were a bottom, right? But you had to like come clean and say that's not the
Right.
case.
Yeah. I mean, it's songwriting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You never know what the inspiration is.
It's not always
or where it's
literal.
from. Yeah, exactly.
Is it weird though when because I heard the clip, we played it on our show where you were
Yeah.
explaining that you're the pumper, not the tunnel or whatever. I don't know how you say it, but that to me that'd be like me having to say, do I give it to me missus up the ass every now and then? That's a little bit. Is it too intimate for people
it's
to
quite
ask?
intrusive, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel, though, Troye. Like, I guess you should answer that.
I mean, I feel like I talk about, what I think over the years I sort of learned to talk about what I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. And,
Right.
And, if someone's blatantly asking me something that I don't want to speak about, I feel comfortable now to be like, oh, I don't want to talk about that,
Yeah.
But in that particular case, I brought it up. It was a conversation with a friend, like on a podcast. And
Who was that? Was that Emrat? Was that the Rat podcast?
Emrata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Rada, not Rat. That came out wrong.
Yeah.
But you do know everyone else is listening, but I suppose when you're comfortable and you're chatting, that's very different. But I was taken back, and we talk about everything on here.
Yeah.
Like I even know Jackie gives blowies without dingers, but will never have sex without
Okay.
protection.
What's a dinger?
Oh, like a condom.
Yeah.
Wow, I
Sorry,
didn't know that.
You've never...
Wait, did
maybe-
you say blowies without dingers?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's big on that. She doesn't want to taste the
Who
rubber,
has
but
a
wouldn't.
dinger when they're getting a blow?
I said the same thing. Thank you.
Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's not like proper
Well,
safe sex
I
practice.
didn't- I mean,
don't know.
No, it's not
obviously
safe
is, but
sex practice, but yeah,
I feel like
but
you
it's
should
true.
have safe sex, but I feel like when it comes to that, this is really necessary. That's my
It's like
question.
sex. It's sex in the mouth at the end of the day. What's
I
the
know,
difference?
but
Wow.
It's like saying the best way to not get an STI is to not have sex. Like, yeah, we get
Yeah,
it, but
right.
we're
Yeah,
still
we're
doing
we're
it.
still
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
There's a line, I think. Yeah.
Now you've won a lot of awards. You've got so many followers on all your socials. I know you're on the actors' strike and no one's talking about the acting stuff, but you're doing all that as well. And I loved the series. You've won all these awards. Do you keep them up on a display, or are you like Jackie, hides them in the cupboard because it doesn't work with her Vogue living style aesthetic?
Yeah.
No, you know what I actually do is I give them to my parents, and I don't know what they do with them. I think
They keep it.
They would
keep
display
it.
them, right?
Yeah, because my mum is, you know, she'll lay out. You go to her house and it's like magazines on the coffee table and the awards are on the bookshelves and stuff.
All you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Does she keep the scrapbook like with the folder of everything?
Yeah.
My mum
she
does
keeps it all.
that too.
But it's you know, it's already really nice because like there's stuff in there from when I was like, you know, 13 or whatever.
That you would
in
never
Perth.
have kept yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
And she always, because my mum modeled when she was younger, and I loved as a kid looking at her modeling stuff.
She's got all her stuff and your stuff as well now.
Yeah. So I hope that, you know, we keep it so that I can show my kids one day.
Yeah, that's so nice. I love that.
And so kids are something
do you
that
wanna
you
have
see in your
kids?
future.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
How do you reckon? Because I don't know. Me and my boyfriend want kids as well, but I mean the options of making it happen. Like endless, you don't know where to start. Like, have you looked into it? Do you know what you're going to do?
I haven't looked into it. I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I just know that I want to be a dad for sure.
Yeah. Because I'm like more the adoption thing, I think.
Yeah.
Whereas my boyfriend's
those
like, no,
kids,
we want our own somehow.
Those kids that aren't wanted, I feel, should be the first point of call for everyone, but that's got nothing to do with me.
Well,
I've only had my
have
first child a year ago.
I have this weird philosophy thing where I'm like, there's obviously a reason why gay people exist in nature, you know what I mean? And why is that when we're not reproducing? And I'm like, maybe we are supposed to look after the kids who get orphaned.
Yeah, interesting.
But
I like that, Brooklyn.
That's deep. Yeah.
Wow. That's a nice.
You got to give yourself an agenda here. You can't just suck some party all night. What's wrong with just the fun part of gayness?
Well,
We've been envious of you gays for our whole life. You guys have always hooked up in. We've got to get married and get to spend the whole life with each other. You guys spend 2 days with each other. See ya, bro. I've always
Troy,
admired that.
We're going to take a little short break, Troy, and then we'll be back in just a moment.
Let's go. Are you ready?
It's the Kyle and Jackie O show this morning. Troye Sivan is our special guest. He's got the new album, Something to Give Each Other. That's out October 13. You can pre-order right now. The new single, too. That's awesome. Rush.
Yes.
And I just thought that's cool. And there's another song with other meanings that I didn't know, like the bloom, like the arse vase bloom thing or whatever that is. And this Rush, has that got a different meaning to it? Well, I thought it was just being very quick, you know, running to the train and stuff, but it's not. What's that about?
No, that's what it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Do you ever, Troy, do you ever go on, like, because there's websites you can go on where people analyze songs and the lyrics and what it means to them. Do you ever look at that for people that love a song of yours, and do you ever get amused by what their take on it is?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty open. Like, I do pretty much just flat out say what the song is about most of the time. But yeah, I've definitely had some really interesting interpretations that are just like not correct. You know?
Right.
But no, yeah, Rush is a cheeky one. It's fun. But yeah, to you, Kyle, it's like running to catch the train.
For someone like me, well, I would never catch a train. In all honesty, come on, bro.
Right, fair enough.
When I hear Rush, I think
Maybe
like
it's
Amel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, am I on the right track?
Well,
Maybe.
two different demographics,
That's right,
two different
I know.
interpretations.
Yeah.
Hang on, what are you thinking about, Brooklyn?
Like a popper. Amel.
See, I'm thinking there was a
like a
fashion
fruit
magazine
juice,
that was
a
called
fruit
Rush,
juice.
and I'm thinking that's where my head goes to.
Something for everyone in the album.
Well, hang on, Brooklyn, when you say pop it, do you mean like the fruit juice, you drink it and then you pop it around at school?
No.
Jackie
What is it?
knows.
Yeah, you know.
How does Jackie know? Why don't I know? What is it?
I don't know. You need to come out on Oxford
Yeah,
Street
Carl,
a bit
you're
more.
missing out, right?
Come to Arc.
Or just like do some Googling later.
Yeah.
I'll forget by then.
So Troy, you went on a dating app, right, or some dating apps, and they block you and don't think it's you. Is when did you do that?
That was probably like COVID time, like 2020.
Right. So what apps did you go on where they blocked you?
I tried. It was really just Hinge. I tried Hinge, and they blocked me. And then they actually like fortified my account. Like it's like it can't be reported now, which is awesome.
Because it got reported that much that they had to like
so they just
barrier it.
completely block it.
As in, no, in a good way. It's forever. I have the account now
you
forever.
do?
I can't get banned anymore.
Oh, so
because
you could be as nasty as you wanted and no one can report you.
Oh, my God.
And no one can report me.
And do you ever go on it?
Key.
I don't really go on it anymore, no.
How long did you last on it?
I mean, I like have had it in my phone. I just don't use it that much.
Yeah.
I was excited when I got it. I probably used it really actively for like 2 weeks or something
That's
like that.
exactly what I did. I lasted 2 weeks. It was exciting. And then it was like, oh, I'm not going back to that.
After a while, it feels a bit like a job because you've got all these people in your phone that need like responses.
And also, did you find like, they'll ask you a question. And by the way, it's always the same question. If it's got to do with your bio or something that's in your bio, everyone will ask the same question about that particular thing. And did you find like, oh God, I have to come up with something that isn't just so stock standard?
For sure. Yeah. I tried to get creative with my prompts, but at first, because I was getting banned so much, my entire Hinge profile was just like, please don't report me. It was like
please don't report me.
You know, you can do those like voice memo ones.
That's a real red flag though to people too.
Yeah. Please don't report me.
Begging not to be reported. I get it.
So I had to work through all of that, and then once I did, I mean, I think it's just like, I find it's much, much, much better to, if you are going to meet someone on the apps, meet them in real life as soon as possible.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, like, be safe and whatever, but, just like...
But don't be on that app for weeks at a time.
Because you get the wrong impression about someone. You can completely visualize them as something else. Totally. And then by the time you meet them, you're like, oh my God, I wasted 2 weeks talking to that person.
Well, it's also just like, it gives you the illusion that you're doing something about your dating life. Yeah. It makes you feel like you're doing something. But then...
But you're not.
You're not. You're sitting at home on the couch.
You're still jerking off over someone's photo.
So the best thing to do
online
is
somewhere.
to get out there and literally
go and meet the person in real life, and then at least you know what I mean, and you can like. You've met a real person and actually like made a connection with someone.
In fact, Brooklyn, Damien, your partner, was telling me about a friend of yours, a female friend she literally meets up with like one person a day, and it's for a coffee, it's for a walk, it's not for a dinner date. It's literally, it could be a 10-minute meet.
A walk?
And and
I'm really good at efficient dating.
So what do you suggest on like as a date where it's efficient then?
I think I really like a 6 p.m. drink or 6:30 p.m. drink.
Yep.
With the option to go to a dinner afterwards with them, or say,
how do you get out of it if it's not
good? You're meeting your friends for dinner.
And then if it's going really well, do you say, oh, should we just like have dinner? Do you cancel, or do you look like you're giving up your friends? It looks a bit,
okay, so I don't say that I am meeting my friends for dinner before I meet them. Oh. So you go at 6, right? And you have like a drink or, 2, whatever. Yeah. And then you're either like, oh, damn, you know what? I'm meeting my friends for dinner at like 8, so I got to run,
Yeah.
That feels very chill to me. Or maybe even 7:30. So it's like an hour and a half of your time.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Or if it's going well, you don't say that and you're just like...
And you keep it going.
Should we go grab some food?
Do you remember like the best date you ever went on, where it was like one of these dates you didn't know the person that well?
That sounds like one of those dates that ends up 3 days later where you both leave the hotel together.
That's literally what I was about to say. It was like 3 days.
Exactly, that's the perfect date, brother.
Did you guys just like bond and instantly connect, and you just were literally hanging out in a...
Yeah, it was just like really chill. I always know that it's going well when like I would feel comfortable introducing them to my friends. And literally within like 20 minutes, I was like, oh, all my friends are going to this party. We should go.
Yeah,
and then it was just like, it was just easy,
Yeah.
That's the best.
Easy. They should all be easy. If it's not easy in any way, I think people should move on quick. You shouldn't be trying too much.
I'm treating you like my dating coach.
Like
you're
As if I have the answers. I don't know.
Okay, so what are red flags? Do you have like red flags where you go, oh no, that's a no-go?
A wedding ring would be a red flag.
I don't know. Red flags. I think... I mean, this is like... I feel like when you don't know what they do, I don't care what people do.
Yep.
But to me, maybe this is like a very entertainment industry thing, or maybe an LA thing, but there's a lot of like very beautiful people that you don't really know what they
do
or like
for money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't say.
They're a bit ambiguous about it.
Yeah, like, bit of this, bit of that. And that always, to me, it's just like a little bit of a red flag where I'm like, okay, but what do you actually do?
Yeah, give it to me straight here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that always makes me a little bit nervous.
I still don't really know what my boyfriend does for work.
What do you mean? You live with each
Something
other.
to do with trains,
but you know that he goes to work.
Yeah.
well, he works from home, so I don't really know what he does.
And Brooklyn leaves really early in the morning, so God
Right.
knows, you know.
Okay.
This guy's probably just looking at pictures of trains all day.
Do a little surprise check-in one day.
Yeah,
in the middle of the
just
day.
Actually,
Go home.
don't you have a dog cam? So that do you ever see?
do actually,
Do you
yeah.
ever look at your dog
Let's
cam
get
to
the
see
dog
what
cam up
Damien's
now.
doing?
Let's get it up now. And
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
goes
let's
up to
do
it.
the dog cam.
Because you
fuck
can
this.
actually
We might-
hear it.
Can
I
you
feel
talk
bad.
to him on the other side?
Yeah, I can actually.
wow.
Okay.
Oh,
this is
this
gonna
is
be
so
brilliant.
good.
Wait, but what if he's
Hope he's
doing
not home
something-
jerking off.
I know. I know. How do you guys cope with having live feeds in the house? I'd be paranoid.
I don't have
Yeah,
that.
we don't have that either.
No.
Real celebrities don't have that.
Hey,
Jackie. It's just
Damien, are you
normies.
there? Hey, I'm just with Troye Sivan. He wants to say hi.
Oh God! Every celebrity's worst thing you hear. Everyone hates
Push
that.
that one in the middle.
What's up, Damien? What are you doing? We want to know what you do during the day. I think he's naked or something.
I can't see you guys.
Oh, there he is.
Why isn't the camera on?
Well, it's only a camera. Like, he can't see back at us.
Oh yeah, he's just looking at a security
what's he
camera.
wearing?
realizing
What's
that
he
you
wearing
can't see
there?
us.
Is he nude, Troy?
No, he's actually clothed and he's sitting at a desk, so he does look
Is he
like
wearing
he's
a
actually
train
working.
hat, like one of those weird conductor hats, or what?
I think he does have a real job.
I think you're right.
Okay, so
thank you. Just hang
yeah.
up on him. He's done now.
Okay, we're not
Poor
sus
guy.
on. We're not
Because
sus
Troy-
on.
Troy,
love you.
Troy, what Troy doesn't understand is that Brooklyn here, our newsreader, he was the gay king of Oxford Street. He'd go down like the
No, he
Pied
wasn't.
Piper, blowing his little whistle with 1,000 homos walking behind him,
Was that one of
wanting
the
to go
homos behind
any.
him?
Oh, he loved it. He loved it.
But I did see you at Mardi Gras this year.
Oh.
And I said hello. But I mean, it was for literally 5 seconds.
Okay.
And you were so nice because you stopped, and the way you you have this aura where it's like you would have stopped and chatted for ages. But like I was with a group of friends and we were
Don't
like,
be
"Oh,
an
stop."
idiot, Brooklyn. Every celebrity knows how to make people feel
Well,
that,
yeah,
but that's not
his-
really what.
he's got
He
that
was only
down
going to be
pat.
there 30 seconds tops.
he
But you
was
feel
giving-
like,
he-
he wanted to talk
Yeah.
all. No, he didn't. He knows what he's
He
doing.
was giving you his all, but he
Yeah,
knew it was only going to be for 30
That's
seconds.
right.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Just like one back from Oxford Street towards
Okay.
like Redfern-ish
And
area.
did we talk or no?
Yeah, but really quickly because we were both walking in opposite directions.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Got it. Got
What
it, got
could
it,
have
got it.
been? Hey, what could
Could
have
have
been?
been, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Troy, it's just great to have you here. We watch and we listen to everything. I think you're really killing it over there. You've got a lot of good friends in the industry, and you can tell that you're a solid bloke. You know, obviously being Australian and just being a nice guy, it's working for you.
Thank you so much.
What's
Thanks,
next for
Troy.
you? Have you done anything that we don't know about yet? The acting, obviously, the music, obviously.
Yeah.
Is there something, another feather to your cap we don't know about?
The only other thing that I've been working on is I launched a lifestyle and homewares brand with
Oh,
my
wow.
brother. We did that. We launched literally last week.
And what, you can go and buy stuff?
Yeah.
What's
It's like fragrances for yourself or candles and homewares. And I love interior design.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah, and home. So it's been a big passion of mine for a long time. Yeah, we started that.
What's that website? Is there somewhere we can go and have a look? Because
Yeah.
I'm a man, but I like to wear women. Like I like the Paris Hilton perfumes because they smell
Totally.
good on me. And
I know which
think
one of
men
ours
should
you're
wear.
gonna like. It's
Oh,
called
good.
Pool.
Pool.
Yeah, Pool. I think you're a pool boy.
So,
But
what is
that
it?
sounds
Where
like
do we
me.
go to find this?
it's called Sulang Yor, and it's
Too hard.
Yiddish. Too hard.
No, what? So Yiddish. Okay, how do you
Yeah.
spell it?
TSU
Oh, no, see, I started wrong. It's
LA.
TSU.
Okay, well,
NGE.
delete TSUL.
ANGE
Yeah.
Yeah.
YOR.
So this is Jewish.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
my wife's and my child are Jewish. Apparently, he's just Jewish because my wife's Jewish.
Yeah.
So my bastard Anglican church means nothing in their world. They're just
Wow.
like, well, they're Jew, he's a Jew, that's
Yeah.
it. It's got the Star of David, got all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on that and have a look. And I'll wear the Pool.
Yeah, that one's really
fragrance.
nice. I think you're going to like it.
Something to Give Each Other. That album of Troye Sivan is out October 13. Pre-order right now, wherever you get your music from. Thanks for coming in, brother.
Thanks
It's been
for having
fun.
me, guys.
Troy.
Nice
Good
to
to
see
see
you
Troye
you.
Sivan this morning here at Kiss FM, guys.